that people talk. Sometimes they cannot match it with action. So that is why I said initially I only need 100 men. 100, even that is proving difficult to come by. Why? Because those of you who are bad outnumber those who are good in Biafra land. That is the problem. There are more bad people than good people. People make all of excuses for them, but the truth always prevails in the end. That is why we are here. And as long as we remain incorruptible, as long as the glory of heaven is upon us, there is no way that Biafra will not come, even with only 10 men. That is how assured I am. I'm not being reckless. I'm not being, how can I put it, complacent. I'm stating the obvious, because Biafra is a divine calling. It is a spiritual thing. And that is why if you don't have it in you, you cannot do anything about it. If you are blessed or ordained to do this very work, then you are more than welcome. That is why with every gladness in my heart, I stated categorically that I can only do this by the grace of Chukwu Abiyama. Therefore, I am a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. I will go to the news headlines and accompanying summary, but before then, I have some very critical announcements to make. It is important that our people understand what we are facing. We are facing an enemy, an adversary that is well equipped and prepared and have been prepared for years. We are facing Hausa Fulani hegemony. We are facing Yoruba complacency. Yoruba people will try everything they can because they are more than half is Muslim. They will try everything they can to tag on to Hausa people. So if you keep wondering, why is it that Yoruba will always side with Hausa people? It is because most Yoruba people are Muslims. So there is no day in life that Yorubas will support you. It will never happen. That is why if we allow the elections to hold, Jonathan will always lose. That is a fact of life. Jonathan will always lose. Even if he tries to rig it, it can never work. Yoruba will never ever vote for him. Why? Because they are producing the vice president. Understand the permutation and mathematics. Even today in Kaduna, they are burning, intimidating, and beating up PDP bus drivers. So no Hausa person will vote for Jonathan. That is key. And you come to Biafra land, Jonathan did nothing. Nobody will vote for him. And on the other side is an Islamist, a Sharia law advocate without a formal education, without any certificate. He will go in unless we act. People are not listening. People think, I don't know how some of you was I think I can't put it in English. You became spoiled by the nonsense called peaceful agitation for Biafra. It allowed some of you to become criminals without knowing it. It allowed some of you to become liars and cheats and deceivers without knowing it. For anybody to rise up and say they're pursuing the freedom of Biafra peacefully or by peaceful means is another way of deceiving you. There is no way you can get your freedom by just talking or flying Biafran flag everywhere. The best you can do is to raise awareness. For you to get your country, you must engage the enemy. Hausa people set aside $18 billion. They said all the oil in Biafra land belongs to them. The oil in Anambra, the oil in Imo, the crude oil in Abia State, the crude oil in Akwa Ibom, the crude oil in Cross River, the crude oil in Bayelsa, the crude oil in Rivers, the crude oil in Delta. Hausa people says it belongs to them. Can you doubt them or can you argue with them? They have the proof because they own 96% of the oil block. Somebody in Zamfara. Some of them have never seen crude oil before in their lives. They own oil wells, making substantial amount of money from it, yet they are beggars. Is that the type of life you want to lead forever? For an Hausa man from Sokoto to come to Eket and own an oil well, whereas people from Eket are doing houseboy, they are housemaid and house help. Do you think that is proper? Do you think that people in Katsina, should be having fun importing thoroughbred horses from South America, traveling to Arab world to go and read Islamic Arabic studies, living in five-star hotels, when people from Nembe do not have electricity? Do you think that is proper? Do you think it is right for Haji Ebue Maguta to be the poorest part of Biafra land? You can never imagine. Go to a Haji, you will use your two eyes to see what is happening there. Is that what you want? Because that is the life of a slave. That is the life of people without ambition. I pray to Chukwu Abiyama every blessed day to give Biafran people common sense. That's all I ask for. That they may see what is rightfully theirs and go and possess it. And for Chukwu Abiyama, if you know anybody with Hausa blood, either kill them or chase them away from Biafra land. They are the ones contaminating our land. That is why you don't have elders anymore. That is why you have greed, envy, and jealousy everywhere. If not for jealousy, why do you think that they will go to replicate exactly what we did on the 30th of May? Why? What Obiano is doing in Anambra, he knows, he read about it, that we built a cenotaph on the 30th of May. We unveiled to our veterans. Everybody knows that all over the world. But somebody had to do his own. It's just, it reminds me of, that is what I say about the mentality of Igbo people, that it is skewed. You don't know if you're dealing with a human being or the embodiment of envy and jealousy. That is why every monkey wants to start a radio station. They think it is easy. But I'm very glad they have discovered how difficult it is. And all they can do is to go and borrow programs from other people and keep repeating. Because once you open your mouth to speak live, people will dissect you. As the monkey in Germany discovered, nobody listens to him anymore. So now they understand it. That is not very easy. They know how hard it is. I asked them to go and build one FM station in Biafra land and call it Biafra FM. I challenge them to go onto satellite and broadcast from there. They will understand how hard it is. But people love to copy. But they only copy very bad things. But I'm very glad that Obiano copied a very good thing in this instance by trying to get people together. They didn't call it Biafra, they said Igbo people. That is the problem. And once you add IGBO to anything you do, that thing is marked for failure. Check it anywhere in the world. Igbo Union, Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, Njikota Kandi Igbo, Izuoshi Ndi Igbo, anyhow you want to name it. Once you get together to do anything, it falls apart because the Spirit of God is no longer with you. But with the help of Biafra, all the things will be restored. That is why we ask you, wherever you are, to remain very strong. You see, all of you that contributed to Defense Fund, all of you that pay your monthly dues, you people are the real children of God. We know there are those who can't afford to. We know there are those who can't afford it. We understand that. If you can't afford it, because when we are very small, we go to church. There is a song they used to sing. If I don't have, I can give my money. I understand there are some people struggling, generally struggling in Europe. And in America, I understand that. I respect that. They are die-hard Biafrans. I acknowledge that. But how about those who can and fail to do something about it? Yet you will phone me, you will inbox me, you will email me, asking me to do something. How can I do something? And let me put it that way. Is that possible? The answer is no. You can't do that. Therefore, if you know you can help this very effort, there are two things you can do. Volunteer to fight in the army, or you support the army. It's as simple as that. This is Radio Biafra. We must therefore continue to go on to bring you our news headlines and accompanying summary. And in case you're looking to support what we are doing, we have other numbers. And one, the European number given to me, we must give it as. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Yes, we are welcome anywhere you are joining us from this time. Anywhere you are welcome to today's program. This is me, 247 this day. I am streaming from Just Real. As I've said it, if you've not subscribed there, try and subscribe. Even if you are on Facebook, if you like say me on Facebook, we don't settle. Today I see their letter, but I never read them. I say na they go tire me, I know they run. If they close here, I don't even get to open another one for Facebook. So anyhow they want me, I did. Unless they say make I no enter Facebook or YouTube again. So that is it. Me and Facebook, it be like say their matter done. I see say they don't come out the red the way they put for my posting. So this morning I just enter, I say I must smile. It remain Facebook own. Make I just wait for them one corner. So I will not be streaming Twitter because we are going live on Twitter now. So anything like Twitter, because people can come there with anger and for me some dirty words. So that kind of thing will not be allowed in 247. So for now, I'll be streaming mainly Just Real and Facebook. I welcome you once again anywhere you are watching us from, anywhere you are joining from. Thank you for being part of the program this day. God bless you for coming, and I tell you, we are making the difference. Don't mind what the enemies are doing. They're just trying to make you cry. But I tell you the truth, there is no cause for alarm. That they told you today, this morning, they just called the councils and tell them, hey, today come to court, we are bringing your client to court to yo. They run to court and they postponed it again to next month. I don't know, I'm not sure of the date. I've not read the news or the info yet, but I tell you the truth, whatever they say, our prime minister is the one that is capable. Our prime minister is the one that have made it clear that what we are into is the phase of restoring Biafra. We are at the phase of Biafra restoration, and he made it clear to the Nigerian government, Fulani government, and to the world that this is not business as usual. So when you hear, you tell others. And I want you as well to know that Lagos State is going to start their sit at home from 3rd of next month. They're making it official. I will get the post, and I will try to put it here as time goes on. And whatever happened, we are still expecting our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to announce the 2-week sit at home. That is just the stepping stone where we are starting from. Don't worry yourself about this war, because it will be better for you to sit in your house and cover your heads in fear and in your greatness, in your braveness, than for Funanis to come and kill you. You heard what is happening around Benin City in Edo State, where they go to 10 communities. They have taken over 10 communities. The people in those communities are now out of their communities with their children. They ran away. They are hungry all over the streets. Those that could not bear it, they have gone to surrender to IDP camp. Will it be better for you to stay in IDP camp, or for you to stay in your house and stay in a home and win victory forever? Our leader Oyendu must be free. We call on UK to free our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. UK, you must free our leader. We are special people. We are special children. We are anointed with the blood. And when the enemy comes, he will not see us. This is the time the angel of destruction is passing. Try and mark yourself with the seal of the Biafran. Because when the angel of death passes and see you, you are not marked, you may get destroyed. Thank you for joining us this very day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Thursday, 27th of April 2023. You're welcome to this program official. As we join the Twitter with me in this studio is Nwada Obe. Nwada Obe, you have the microphone. Can you hear me? Nwada Obe, can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go on.
Good morning, Biafrans, lovers of freedom. Anywhere you are joining us from, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the face of Ada Biafra from Chicago. Hi, Ugo Belugo Nambabu. This is the time to fight for your freedom, not for mouth, not by watching, not by saying it. You have to do something. The flyer is out now. Share the flyers. The people that can contribute might see it on your page, on your WhatsApp group, on anywhere. People that can help. If you cannot help, you have to do something reasonable to make sure you fight for your freedom. It's not by, I need freedom, I want Biafra, or you are waiting for Ugo to give you freedom. Or Simon, when are you getting the Biafra? Or I want that Biafra. Well, no, this is the time. United we stand, divided we fall. Forward ever, backward never. This is the time. What is happening in the Edo can happen in your village. Are you waiting until you reach your turn? No. They've been blocking us because we are doing something. They will block us from this side, we open this way. That is how to know people that are doing something reasonably. Not people looking for fault. Simon or Mehenka, Simon did not do this one. The same thing they have been doing when our leader, Mazen Nandekan, was outside. They are not doing well. Mazen Nandekan he did not do it this way. Where are they today? Where are they, Biafrans? Join us. We don't want to waste time. Anywhere you're watching this program, make sure you like it. Subscribe to my backup page, Obiageriako Biaforo. We must go home. Do something. If I'm not doing it right, do it the best way you think. Let's see you. We can follow you. Remember, Simon Ekpa remains our prime minister. For now, until our leader is out. Look at what they're doing to our leader. Are you happy that that man is still there till today? Can your father be there? Can your husband do that without taking bribe? God bless you. I rest my case. Let's join the Twitter people. God bless everybody. Yeah. Make sure you share it.
Thank you, my beautiful sister Ada Biafra. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are moving. We are not stopping. They cannot use the freedom of our leader to do caricature. They cannot use it to paint their political ambition. They cannot use it to distract or confuse us. We know what we are doing. We know what we want. We know how we are marching. Our leader said 100 men, we now march. We are up to 100 and above, and we are marching. Make sure you join this move. And we are marching, and when we march, we are taking our right. We are taking our birthright. We are taking our land. We are taking everything. Just the same way Moses marched out of Egypt. And he said to Pharaoh, I am going. I am marching out of your land with everything that belongs to me and my God. I am going out with my chicken, my rat, my ant, my pepper, my even useless things. Even the bones of our ancestors are going with us. So it is. We are marching home. And in this marching home, we are not just marching home. We are marching home with everything. We are marching home with everybody. We are marching home with all that is ours. Not even one single one shall be kept away or taken away from us. We are going home completely. So thank you as we join the Twitter space right away. I forgot. Let me show you this. This is Lagos State. Nzukọ Ndị Igbo dị na Lagos. That is where the whole Igbo in Lagos gather. They have gathered and they have resolute that this is what they are going to do. They are going to be sitting at home. I am going to make sure you see it clearly. Let me read it out for you, or maybe you can see it. This is it. Nzukọ Ndị Igbo dị na Lagos. That is the group of the gathering of all Igbos, indigenous people in Lagos. Their market chairman, Sir Ma, to whom it may concern, I am writing to inform you about the welfare of Igbo people in Lagos, the killing of the Igbos after the election, burning of their market and the shops, the intimidation of Igbos in Lagos. More so, none of the Igbos in Lagos will be involved in the upcoming census. All Igbos should go home for the census, as we were marginalized enough to vote during the last February 2023 election. We will also be marginalized during census. We have to go home and be counted in our homes. Igwe Fred of Ajawo Estate suggested to bring security in the market to protect the market shops of Igbos in Lagos, and he was arrested and detained unlawfully without hearing, without trial till now. For this reason, we, the Igbos in Lagos, have agreed to shut down the whole market for 2 weeks, which include transporters in Lagos, with effect from 3rd day of May 2023. We implore all Igbos, every Igbo, Dick and Harry, small and big, giant and little, to adhere strictly to these directions. Yours faithfully, Nzukọ Ndị Igbo, Director General, Chairman, Secretary, signed. So if this is not from them, you people that are watching me from the zoo, you can attest to that by saying this is not true, and then we will know that this information is fake. So we move. We will continue to do the. Okay, Battle Cry, you were calling me. Are you here?
Yes, I'm here, my brother. I'm here.
Okay. You can say hello to Biafra before we move on, because we are connecting to Twitter up immediately.
All right. But I need to. I'm talking from computer, not from mobile, so I don't know how I can mute the computer one.
We are listening to you. Hello, Mazi.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay, we are connecting to Twitter.
All right. First of all, can I say hello to Biafrans?
That is what I asked you to do before.
Okay. Yeah, Biafrans, I thank you. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching or wherever you are listening. We are connecting to Twitter Space now to do some talk concerning the detail of our leader, Oyendoma Nnamdi Kanu. It is time to say, let my people go. Thank you very much. And join us on Twitter Space.
This your black screen. I've told you I don't like it. Find a picture. If it is picture of Onyendu, you put there anything, put something to be bright. I don't like dark. I don't like anything dark. I don't like it. Put anything. Either you put your picture. If you don't want to appear there, you can only leave. You can leave your picture. Go the same place. You will see custom. You put it in custom from settings.
I know.
You can put it so it will only be your picture. You will not appear. Anyhow you want to put it, you put, but make sure it's not dark. I don't like it when it is dark, because anything dark I don't like them. I like light. So we are moving on now. Let's connect the Twitter immediately.
All right.
the M43 to support the killing of your people because they are your people. We, Biafran, don't support evil. When our people do evil, we call them out. That is why we are who we are. We are God's children and we have hearts. Fulani kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Why? Because he's asking you, all you Fulani, to stop killing us. You don't come from another country and you enter another person's land, indigenous land, and you start killing them because you want to take over their land. It does not make sense. And let me tell you, you see us, Biafrans, that is why you cannot deal with us. That's why you can't stand us, because we are the only one that has the bird. We have the nerves to stand you guys, and we will stand you to the end. We are defending our land. And you see, our people that are still under sentiments, you are making some stupid comments. The pastor that is saying that Simon should not, whatever, I have not even listened to that. You are a pastor, Pastor Maxwell. I used to be your follower, okay? And I start following you through Mazi Simon Ekpa. He introduced you, he announced you. But I've not listened to that, your whatever. But you see, you said you're a pastor, and every one of us here that claim that Sit Home is destroying this, is destroying that. Until Fulani wipe you out, all of you out, you will know the essence of these people from diaspora coming for you. You read the Bible. It did not start from now. For those of you condemning, whenever we put Sit Home, you come out from your shackle, from your hiding underground work, and start dishing out counter order that you never for once, even for once, make your own statement, put it out there, let it stand. You never, but you wait until when somebody else is doing the real work, then you come to put a counter order, as if you are the one that actually gave the order in the first place. So this message is for all of you. When he sees the blood, he passes over. It did not start from now. It started from decay, from Genesis, from beginning of lifetime. God used the word. He's the owner, the creator of the whole universe. For those that will come to read the Bible and read it upside down, for those of you who will come to talk nonsense, he asked his people, the entire Israel, sit at home, and they all sat at home. If you come out on that day when it has already been declared, if you come out, whatever you see, you take. We need to take our land back. Else, all of us will not have a place to go. We will not have a place to call our own. You will not have a place if you die in the future. If you die after you have after the lifetime, God has decided to call you home. You will not have a place they will lay you to sleep, to rest. They will have to bury you in outside. And for those of us, our people that are back home, our mothers that cannot farm, our brothers, our fathers that cannot farm, our brothers and sisters that cannot even go to school. They can't even come out to fight for their daily bread, because once they just come out from their homes to go to their activities, daily activities, the Fulanis will kidnap them, ask for ransom. When you pay for the ransom, they still cut off your head, put it on the social media as an evidence. What kind of wicked heart is this? So God have said that if you do not sit at home when it comes, I will read it from the chapter, okay? From the Exodus 12, 13. And I'm going to extend it to 14 if necessary. And I'm just making this for those of you that say you are a pastor. You read the Bible upside down. Upside down. When somebody is doing something good, you cannot, out of hatred, I don't know what to call it. Is there out of jealousy or hatred? I don't know what to call it. You cannot support this person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is dying. I do not know how many times your prophecy has actually yielded any result. Because if all of you, your prophecy is working, you that turned Bible upside down, God started asking the people to sit at home from decay, from beginning of time. It did not start now. So if Simon come out to dish order, Simon is the only one that God is going to use to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. If you people are not seeing it. Okay, so when you're reading your Bible, read it very well. If it's jealousy that is disturbing you, you need to cast that jealousy, the spirit of jealousy, out of your spirit first before you can prophesy. Because I don't know where that prophecy is going. Because the reason, if you people don't know why they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped was for these people to silence the anything concerning Biafra. So Biafra will no longer exist. If you don't know. And all of you folding your arms and waiting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is dying to come out and do something to give you Biafra. You just, I don't know how you guys reason. Our Joshua is here, and whatever he says goes. I'm going to read it from the book, okay? So that all of you that carry Bible will understand. So, Exodus chapter 12, verse 13. And the blood, okay, so I think I should read 12. Maybe it will be too long, I don't know. And the blood shall be to you for a token upon the house where ye are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. Over you, the Biafrans. God is asking you to sit at home. These 2 weeks, sit at home. And when he sees you outside, because he's going to put blood on your, just like Ifani has said, that blood, you are waiting to see physical blood. It is this blood of innocent that the Fulani has shed. God, that those innocent blood that have been killed, shed for no reason, for no account. Those innocent blood has cried to God. And that God is looking upon those blood, those women, innocent pregnant women, that their womb was opened by the Fulanis. Everyone saw it. Everybody saw it. The woman womb was open and her baby was cut into pieces by the Fulanis. Those innocent blood is what God is looking upon, okay? And he said, when he see those blood, he will just pass over you, and then enter to kill your enemies. God has come to deliver you from this mess that Britain put us into, because it's Britain that is the reason why we are suffering what we are suffering today. At the beginning of time, when 1902, when the Britain created this your company you're calling Nigeria, the Fulani never wanted to join together. So if they have left us the way we are as a Biafran, because we've been existing, all this nonsense will not come. But now God has said, okay, enough of that decay story. We have come to deliver you. And all of you are going, making mouth, that noise, making noise here and there. Two weeks sit at home. It will destroy economy. Do you have economy in the first place? It will stop your education. You have education. You have graduated. Have you got job? Are you working? What is your job title? Are you defending what you studied? Did you actually study at the right time that you're supposed to study? Did you write JAMB? In the UK, they don't write JAMB. Once you have passed your college and you pass that elementary, and you pass it, you enter university straight away. Just the same with US, sorry. So there's nothing like JAMB. They use JAMB to be setting you back. And after you have written JAMB, they will tell you the number of credits that you have to make. They will tell you your cutoff mark. If you don't meet off cutoff mark, even though it's 1%, you will not go to school. How old are you? Calculate it. By the time you finally get the admission, you get into the university. Then strike will take you down. Calculate how many years you're supposed to graduate and how old you are, and how long the strike is going to take. By the time you run you put everything together, Where are you heading to? For all of you that will come to counter this, this is a warning to you. If you do not set any seat at home, do not come to give any counter whatever statement, and the useless media will carry it. Do not distract us. Everyone, once the sit at home is being given, the date, you must sit at home. That's what God is saying. Okay? So he said, when I see the blood, I will pass over you, and the plague shall not be upon you to destroy you. Biafrans back home. Thank God that everybody is waking up. Lagos have joined us. They have seen the needful. Now they know who is the real person. Now they know that Simon Ekpa is the one. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave us this instruction from onset, before he was, as if he knew he was going to be kidnapped. He warned you that joined P2B. He said, listen to this young man. Follow him, share his tweets. Anything he says, meaning that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu saw ahead of you. For those of you that will come to give counter statements, you better go and continue with your underground work, and why the people that are doing the work will continue doing the work. But you see, Biafrans, this is for real. If you decide to come out on that day, hey, if you come out, God said, if you do not come out, the plague and all those evil will not be upon you to destroy you, okay? When I smite the land of Egypt, when he will decide to smite the land of Nigeria, Nigeria is not a country. Go and Google what Nigeria means. Nigeria is a company created by British to be making you. You have your oil, you have your resources, your natural resources back in your father's land. God gave it to you at a platter of gold, just like he gave to Israel. He told Israel, you see this land, this is for you, where the honey, the milk, the land of milk and honey will flow. Is for you. God gave you at the platter of gold. He gave you all your natural resources, and some sort of enemies came from nowhere. Egyptians come to be drain you. If you come out, I am telling you guys, this chapter will be on you. But if you want to respect God, respect who he has sent, which is Simon. If you want to respect that sit at home and respect to bring Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out, for those of you that claim that you love Nnamdi Kanu, this is the time. The sit at home is to release our leader who was kidnapped in Kenya 2021. Since 2021 till date, this young man that said, do not kill me anymore, Fulani, stop killing my people, stop raping them, stop killing my pregnant women and cutting their babies up. They took him and they kept him where he cannot even see sun, early morning sun to take vitamin D. Today, how wicked and heartless these people are. They have finally transferred somebody who has been diagnosed with a disease, transferred into his cells, is affecting his health. What kind of are these people human beings? No, they're not human beings. Fulanis are not human beings because they don't act like one. Now they are the disease has affected him. He's bleeding. And when they call for sit at home, you will come out to give a stupid, useless counter order. Just like Simon declared that the new elected governor in Abia State. If you dare bring the man that killed my ancestors, what you see, you take. He quickly adjusts himself because he will have us to contend with. They came out from Iraq where they are hiding and began to take the glory. I am warning you in advance. I use my space to warn you. All of you that are underground, keep doing your underground work, okay? and leave he who is doing the work to. If he's doing the good thing he know how to do, let him keep doing it. If you come out and do counter order, we will report all of your accounts. Trust me. So respect yourself. And this is for Biafrans. If this Sister Home 2 weeks date has come out, you must adhere to it. Else, what God said that will happen here will happen to you. You see, God is angry this time and he's no longer joking. And let me tell you, if you think that what we are doing here is a joke, it's not a joke. Because I myself, I cannot go home because I am scared of being kidnapped, raped. Because what these Fulani do, they kidnap our women, they rape them, they make sure they rape them to death. The videos are there, evidences are there, and they do these things to show the world what they are doing. And the world are keeping quiet. All the international communities are keeping quiet because we are Africans or because it's Biafrans. But you see, God said his anger has risen. And if you cannot see the green light as it's coming, wait until everything is done. But you see, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. And I use this, my space, to call on UK government. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Is it because he's a Biafran? Is it because he's an African man? Is that why you kept quiet? You cannot tell us that you are not aware that he was kidnapped, because he traveled with your documents. He traveled with your documents. So why are you keeping quiet? This man is dying. Why are you keeping quiet? If you are keeping quiet to this point, mean that you planned the kidnaps. Because it does not make sense how the court has discharged him. Yet, he's being held against his own will and tortured, and he's dying gradually. If anything happened to Nnamdi Kanu, God forbid it, right? Britain, this is not 1967. I am telling you for real, and I'm telling you with everything in me, this is not 1967. You see all of us, those our ancestors that you starved to death, those 3 million children you starved to death, plus the our fathers and mother put together, over 6 million. There was no data like now to have accurate data, but the record was 6 million. So we know it's more than. But let's just say, you see those people you killed, their children has risen, and we have risen with venom in us, anger, more than you can expect. If you guys think that this is 1967, it is no longer a joke. If you do not release Nnamdi Kanu now, expect what is going to come. We are not here to threaten you, but we are telling you the reality. We are angry. Our anger has risen. We are angry. We are angry. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Release him. He did not do anything. And you know he did not do anything. He only said Fulani should stop killing us. You used Fulani in 1967 to wipe my ancestors out. It took the grace of God for my parents to survive it. And my parents told me the story. And you are repeating the same thing this year, this 2023. But I tell you, it's not going to work, because you see this generation, that means you should be ready to wipe everybody, which is impossible, because God has risen for us. And that is what I have to say for now. Please, my co-host, bring somebody else that want to talk, because if you allow me, I'm emotional. And when I'm emotional, I don't like to talk too much. But I think I've talking too much now. Britain releasing Nnamdi Kanu, like right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, you have to take your hands up so we can know those who want to speak, and then we can give you the mic accordingly. Yes, Mazi Wauma, you have the mic. Your hand has been up. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I greet everyone in this
Please,
space.
invite Indigo, please.
I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will open our eyes to see the truth and obey the instruction. Like the topic says, when I see the blood, I will pass over you, according to the Exodus. You see, what is the blood? The blood is obedience. We have to obey all the instruction given to us at this moment concerning the movement of the restoration of our nation, our great nation, our beloved nation, Biafra. And the release of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who has never allowed to be compromised, who has never wanted to admit to every advice, no matter the kind of the level of torture and the intimidation that he has passed through or gone so far. It is now the time that we have to show him the love, the total love. It is the time that we have to show him that we are behind him. It is the time that we have to show him, all Biafrans have to show him that we have to pay all the sacrifice that we will be able to pay. The sit-at-home order is unsellable. The sit-at-home order must obey. The sit-at-home order must anchor to. Why? Because it is our faith. Why? Because it is our life. Why? Because it is our future. Why? Because it is our destiny. We will never allow any distraction to come upon. We will never allow any excuse or disobedience to come upon. Why? Because the time has come for us to be freed. Enough is enough. They have killed us enough. Anybody who is giving excuse about this sit-at-home order, about your freedom, the person has to go to psychiatric and they checkmate his brain functioning. How could you? How many months did you spend during the coronavirus that they used to dupe you? The same Britain and their cohorts used to dupe you. What benefit have you gotten if not killing you? The vaccine they brought was evil. The vaccine they injected you was early grave. They injected in your body and you did not complain anything about it. This is the time we have to reset our brain. This is the time we have to face the reality. When they come to your community to ransack your community with their full soldiers, full knees, will you be asking for? Will you be complaining or giving excuses about your exams? Will you be giving excuses about your business? They will kill you and ransack your community. They will rape your women. They will rape your mothers. They will rape your daughters. They will rape your wife. But when the freedom has come that you will stay alone and maintain your culture and tradition, you will start giving excuse. Listen, the advice we are giving you here is for your own betterment, because I know they have installed all their monitors all around the social media to be giving them, feeding them with information going on. Once the date of this sit-at-home comes, they will send their full soldiers to start killing you, and you will target IPOB. Listen and listen very good. Our people say, I have never heard that you were in your house and somebody came in your house and they draw you out and kill you. You have to be very careful. Not when you sell yourself to your enemies, you start blaming your neighbors. It is the time that you have to know what one is and what two is. And remember that every evil playing on in Africa had been anchored by British. They can never say it is a lie. The rendition, the kidnapping of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has shown me, and the silence of Britain has shown me that Britain is a useless country, that nobody will pray to have even the citizenship card. I mean, their visa is as useless as Nigeria visa. This now I know. Even as I am standing here, Mazo Woma, talking, if it happened that Britain give me an invitation card, I will not come. And I will never be proud to have their visa and they believe that I have gotten or I have landed. It is useless. So my people, we need to pay this sacrifice. Because no one it is somebody that owns the cloth that the goat is eating. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is a human being. Some people who are giving a complaint or excuses that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu comes out, that we are going to do this, and we are listening to his commands. Listen, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has done everything that he's supposed to do for us. The remaining one is for us to finish it. If you are expecting him to tell you to sit at home from the dungeon, you are a fool. You are a big fool. You have to reset your brain. Can you be in a tormenting and be laughing? No. If you go in na church, we have to rise up now and wake up from slumber. And I thank you all who keep this fire burning. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama reward you millions time in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama. He said, thank you, my people.
He said, thank you very much, Mazi Woma. That your point was very, 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 very on point. I must tell you. Yes, our co-host, you can go ahead.
Thank you, my brother.
The co-host hand is up.
Okay, host, your hand is up. Go ahead now.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake, but yeah, go ahead. I will come back to it. The first is requesting. Why is he not coming?
He was here. Maybe he fell off. Go ahead, Ifan. You wanted to say something.
Okay. I just wanted to add a little thing with the
Ifan, you.
Okay. Yes.
Where's Success? I tried to find him. I can't find him.
Success is around now. Send him a DM now.
I can't find him. That's why.
Just type. If you type in Success, it will not come out. What you type in is. I'll send it to your DM.
Okay. All right. We must continue.
Yeah.
I'll send
I heard you. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much, my brother Maziowa, for your wonderful contribution. Because it's only a fool that his father will give instruction. You know that this story that was told in the scripture, Jesus told in the scripture, that he said that a man was on a far journey, wanted to embark on a far journey, and he gave his 3 servants money for business according to their capacity. He said he gave them according to their capacity. That one he gave 10, to the other he gave 3, to the other he gave 1. And all of them went, the other 2, the one with 10 and the one with 3, went in for trading. And they were able to double the money that was given to them. But the one with 1 penny went and dig hole in the ground and they hide the penny that was given to him, and say that the master is greedy, that looketh for benefit where he did not sow anything. That when he come back, he will give him his penny in 1 piece, so that he will not have any problem with anybody. And when the master come, the one with 10 coin, double it and give him 20. The one with 3, double it and give him 6. Then the one with 1 penny, bring it and throw it back at him and said, this is your money, just the way you give it to me, I'm bringing it back for you. Because you are somebody that needs something where you've not planted anything. The master said, why didn't you give my money to the exchange? Perhaps not Nigeria exchange, because Nigeria exchange, you put in money there, they will be deducting it on daily basis. Why didn't you put my money on exchange? So that perhaps before I come back, it might have added something as a profit. He said, no, that you don't need to do that. You as the master, you have to come back and use this penny to invest it in a business and do it the way you used to do it. But for me that you give this penny, I don't know what to do with it. That is what it means when some persons will say, Adi bin Mazinam, they cannot come out now. That's the time that I will now know that the struggle is genuine. Then I will join him back. That's a foolish talk from a foolish people and a very myopic people. Because the tasks have been given to you. Utilize that one penny you have. That little effort you can put it in now. This is the time is needed. Not when Mazen Namdekan is there. That thing that you know how to do, that English you know how to speak, this is the time. That diplomatic move that you know how to do best, this is the time. That skills that you think you have, this is the time. Bring all those things to the table. It's needed now. Don't wait for anybody. You've been commissioned to do this work. But the question is, are you doing it? Is the blood of Biafra on the lintel of your house? Is it on the lintel of your house? If you have it on the lintel of your house, you will do the needful, because Moses just passed the message. Moses did not go one-on-one to verify, to know if the children of Israel did carry out the instruction. The instruction has been given out. What is the instruction? Go and get Biafra. Not to make ourselves popular on the media, like our leader said. Not to occupy positions, like our leader said. Not to publicize ourselves, like our leader said, but to get Biafra. That is the commission. Let the blood of Biafra be on the lintel of your house, that when this destruction will come, it will pass over you. But you said no, that Moses must come by himself and put this blood on the lintel. If he's serious, he will come and put it by himself. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is serious on this quest, he will come by himself and start doing this thing that Simon Ekpa is doing. That's the only time I will believe it. But you contributed to sell him. You know, when they want to extraordinary rendition him, you never raise alarm. But you were there. You said he must come back and take the struggle, the place that he left it. You must be a wicked man, a wicked woman that have been commissioned to do something, but you want your master to come back and meet that in the same way. You are a Fulani, because it's only a Fulani that you commission, that you will give 8 billion naira, 8 billion naira, they will bring back 400 million. And from that 400 million, they will remit 35 million. It's only a Fulani that what you give to them keeps on reducing or decreasing instead of increment, as in you're growing, but instead of growing, you're being dictated in your growth. Sorry. You're being dictated in your growth. You're not growing at all. That's why you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. And then you will not believe that actually the Biafra is coming. Biafra is coming. But if you don't have the blood on the lintel of your house, I am sorry, because Nigeria might happen to you without you knowing it. Thank you so much, my brothers.
Thank you. Thank you, Ify.
Thank you, fine. Thank you, fine. You're always sorry, good man, sorry. You are always wonderful in your submissions. That's why I always want to hear from you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you again. But please don't go away. I know you're always busy. Help me bring real success, okay? Good man, my apologies. Go ahead, please.
It's all right. Thank you, Ify. Yes, the liberation must be the blood must be on the lintels of your heart. That is where you have to take it up because right now we are on the liberation stage. We are no longer agitating. We have gone past that. We must continue. We must continue. Yeah, the first, are you still there? Your hand
Yes,
is up.
yes, I'm here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. Thank you, Biafrans, for coming and being with us. Thank you, everyone. Man, I'm sorry. I wanted to be here when the space started, but I was just was taking care of something, and but I'm here now. And I'm here with you guys, and I love you guys for always holding the space. And both the genuine Biafrans liberation fighters, the career agitators that are here to spy on what we are doing, the Fulanis, those that are paid by Fulanis to come and take over the space. We appreciate you guys for coming because you guys are making this gospel go viral, and we thank you guys. Thank you. Um, we I'm not gonna take long because this is not the first time that we've done sit at home. Definitely not gonna be the last time that we're gonna call on sit at home, or the prime minister is gonna call on Biafran people to sit at home because the liberation of Biafra, like he always says, multidimensional. We're not gonna fight freedom like any, like we're not gonna liberate ourselves like any country did in the past because Nigeria is a totally different ballgame. If Mandela was fighting, Mazana Nakano said, if Mandela was fighting the Fulanese, he would probably still be in prison today. But because the brain of Fulani man, black people, these are the ones that Goodman don't like to call black, but Fulanis, they are black everywhere. Their brains black, their minds black, everything about them is black. That's why they are the most unproductive people in the world. They don't produce anything, they don't invent anything. They are a waste of space, and all they know how to do is to kill, maim, and murder anybody and turn anywhere they live into a desert. So I want to open with that. And then we'll talk about sit at home. So, when I see the blood, I will pass over you. That's oh man. Uh I don't know how many times we're gonna come here and then we'll tell our people to, whenever you hear instruction to sit at home, sit at home. You know, um, hear that. When you play music loud, I don't know about you guys. My grandmother would be like, "All right, turn it down so that we know when everybody start running, so we can start running." But it's only, I don't know what happened to that mindset where everybody will start running, and some people will decide to defy that order and then go out. And when they go out, Fulani will kill them, and then they will blame it on unknown gunmen. And the Gota media in the zoo will now say the unknown gunmen are Biafrans. They will use it to blackmail us, thinking that will make us shift or moved 1 inch. We don't move, we don't change. And I posted something on the Jumbotron by our one of our media personnel, Barawasani. It was from Amnesty International. Benue State, the same Benue. Government, I wanted to use that. I wanted, because I love, the way they used, instead of calling them Fulani, we know now they call them government. Every name in the world to make sure that they don't call them terrorists. That they say government killed over 134 people in bloody 5-day attacks that preceded Easter. So we know these things. And then when it happened in East, what did they call? They say unknown gunmen. So now Amnesty International has confirmed that those are the unknown gunmen. And then when you pair it up with the letter that the Mietiala sent to the Benue people, So we now found out that the unknown gunmen are Fulanese. So what is Amnesty International now telling us that the unknown gunmen that we've been hearing, unknown gunmen, the ones that we see on on the on videos, even the ones that speak Igbo, are they now confirming that unknown gunmen that goes to attack our people whenever we call on sit at home? Are they now saying that the unknown gunmen are Fulanese? Because I didn't say it. They're saying that unknown gunmen attacked Benue and killed 134 people. And from the information and from all the evidences and live witness testimonies, those were Fulanese that attacked Benue State and the letter that they sent to Benue people. So if they are now saying that the unknown gunmen is Fulanese, why are they calling IPOB? We said it and we stand by it. We don't enforce it at home because our people knows the right thing to do. When we call sit at home, despite the propaganda, despite everything, our people will still sit at home because they want freedom. They have rejected Nigeria. They rejected Nigeria during the election when they sat at home. They rejected Nigeria before the election, and they will reject Nigeria again every chance. On every Monday for almost 2 years, our people have been rejecting Nigeria, and it's actually like I think it's getting tiresome. Not on our part, we're not tired. On the Nigerian part, because they know that we've been rejected. Every chance we get to make a statement, we make it big, and we say that we reject Nigeria. Of course, we still have some saboteurs, those that are paid, and the Fulanis that were born in Igbo land. And when you see them on the street trying to defy the sit-at-home order, you think, oh, the Biafrans. No, those are not Biafrans. They are Fulanis.
Yeah,
They are Fulanis. But I want our people to understand something. I want them to understand something. You see this sit-at-home, whether you like it or not, those that will route the counter sit-at-home order, those that are the Ohanese that they will pay to write to look for somebody else's head to pay ransom for them to bring the person dead or alive. Well, it doesn't matter. This sit-at-home is here to stay. And I think by now they should have understand that once we say something, we don't go back. We don't go back. We don't want, once our prime minister makes a statement, we don't go back and then say, oh, we change it or for this reason or for that reason. No. Whether good or bad, we stick to it and we see it to the end. That's what we do. And I know we have evidences to prove that. We've never changed our stance, depending who we are dealing with. We stand where we stand is where we stand. So this sit at home is for your own good. It is for your own good. People will say, oh, is it sit at home that you will use to get us freedom? Nobody said that we're going to use it at home to get you freedom. But it is part of the liberation process. You see now the impact of the freedom, the impact of the sit at home is that if that's a big if because we don't know if that's going to, if Biafrans say, all right, we're going to occupy the street of Biafra land, the entire street of Biafra land for 7 days. Biafrans will say, yeah, okay, we'll do it. They won't be going around trying to look for palliative to steal or somebody's shop to loot because they have been conditioned to the point that they're no longer stomach agitators, where they will agitate or protest for like 1 hour and then they're like, oh, I'm hungry. Biafran people have risen over what they're going to eat for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. We have conditioned them with all the sit at home that we're doing. So that's why I know that when the sit at home is commences, if they allow it to reach that point, because there's still an option that the sit at home will not take place if they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But if they don't do that, then the sit at home will just, it's going to happen and our people will sit at home. Those that decide to defy the sit at home, those that are paid agent, the ones that are decided to always come out on every time that any day that we say sit at home, they will come out to take pictures. Oh, look here, nobody is here. The Nigerian government, the Fulani will use them to, as sacrificial lamb. I don't say that God will use them because I don't think those people, God even find them attractive. They won't, I mean, they don't serve any value here on earth, and I don't think in heaven it will be any difference. So God will, heaven will reject them just like earth will reject them when Nigeria government deals with them. So if you like, gone are the days when we are begging our people to please sit at home. No. If you don't see what's going on in Benin, yesterday we spoke about the Fulani killing in Benin and how Benin people how you now have IDPs, refugee camps in Benin, which is close to Biafra land. Well, how you have IDP, where we've had IDPs in Benue State, all around Biafra land, except in Biafra land, that's where you don't have IDPs. Who made it possible? Biafrans. So if you're still hoping, if you're still waiting for the government to come and save you, if you don't join what Biafra Liberation Army, what the Biafra movement is doing, you have yourself to blame. You will have yourself to blame because at the end of the day, like I said, gone are the days when we ask people to sit at home. We beg them, please sit at home. They will come and kill you and blackmail IPOB, blackmail the Biafran autopiloters. They blackmail what we are doing, try to paint us black because when you give the dog a bad name, you kill it. Gone are those days. We don't beg anybody anymore. In this movement, I mean, from everything that has happened already, from things that we've learned already, we know that crowd is actually not what we needed in this movement. We need people that are ethical, people that understands what freedom is, and people that can have something upstairs to give and to make sure that Biafra come. No, we don't need crowd. So if you decide to be the scapegoat that the Fulanis will use to blackmail Biafra, go ahead. On that day, your body will be on the street of Biafra, and just like we always see it on us that are outside the zoo, we will be watching it and we'll be laughing at you. Somebody like me, I don't cry. We saw how pregnant women died during the last. It wasn't the last sit at home, but that was one of the last sit, and they used it to blackmail us. We saw how people's buses, keke drivers, their livelihood were burnt down during the sit at home, and they use it to blackmail us. Who are doing all these things? It is the Nigerian military. It is the Boko Haram that are instituted into the military. It is the Fulani herders and the killers, the terrorists. They are the way. It is their MO. That's how they roll. This is how they roll. Anywhere you see anything burned down, it is Fulani. That's why they do it. Today, I saw that in Yoruba land, one of their markets is being burned down. This is their MO. That's how they roll. They burn everything down because to them, it means nothing. That's their economic jihad. We don't know anything about jihad. We don't burn people's livelihood. What we come is we come here and we warn our people. Don't fall victim to one Nigeria. If you die it's better to die fighting Nigeria than to die for Nigeria. Ask those that have died for Nigeria today. Their memory, nobody even knows who they are. Because Nigeria, you serve the zoo, you come back and share. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it. So my people, all I have to say is this. When that sit at home is announced, if at all it's gonna get to that point, we hope that it doesn't get to that point. Because we hope that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be with us before June, before that sit at home commence. But if that doesn't happen, then we are realists. Then the sit at home is just gonna happen, and nothing in this life will stop it. No amount of killing, no amount of running businesses, no amount of they can kidnap 100 Kamsis, 10-year-olds. No amount of kidnapping 10-year-olds to stop this sit at home that will make Biafran people move. I've said it before, I said it again. They can level the entire Biafra land. It will not stop this movement. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, like he always says, at the end of the day, if it's only one person that enters Biafra, the independent sovereign state of Biafra, then so be it. But the last thing we will do is to continue to be slaves in our own land. That is our resolve. So sit at home. You know, it's what we want for everyone to sit at home. If you decide to become a victim, and understand that not just becoming a victim, every time that you decide to be that you're gonna decide to sit at home, you're not just gonna become a victim. You are a sellout. You are a betrayer of your own people, just like Obi today. Obi can no longer speak. He's hiding his face in shame. Just like everybody that supported that failed movement. They're all betrayers and sellouts. And that's the book that you're gonna, when they remember you, they're gonna remember you as one of those that sold Biafra. So you don't just think that, because they tell you, Igbo people, how can Igbo people survive without, buying and selling? Because Fulani told you that you are only good at buying and selling. You're not good at anything. Governance, no, you're not good. You're only good at buying and selling. And why do you were busy buying and selling everything sellable, including your own brother? Fulani were busy taking over the government. We must continue. So please, my people, sit at home. Do not fall a victim. Do not let yourself be that scapegoat. Because as much as we know that people will die, as much as we know that our people will die, a lot of them will die for Biafra to come. We don't want you to be one of those. So please sit at home. Go ahead, Exodus.
Thank you, my brother, my own able brother, the first. And the first can never become the last. In this regard, we must continue. Thank you, the first. The blood is obedience. All we are here to talk about is obey the sit at home that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu may be released. That is the essence of this space. Obedience, just obey the sit at home that our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu be released, because the international community's eyes are on us right now. They want to see how hungry and how desperate we are for our freedom. And when you remember that you stayed at home for several months during the coronavirus, you never thought about school. You never thought about what you will eat, because even the other countries that are countries provided for their children, provided for their citizens. But your company brutalized you and pushed you inside the house, and nothing was given to you. You didn't die. You didn't die. You survived it. How can you compare the coronavirus sit at home and 2 weeks sit at home? How can you even compare it? And this one is about something productive, something very productive for you, your freedom, where nobody can come and treat you like trash anymore, where you will have a life. Even when you come out from school and you haven't gotten a job, you will be receiving pay. You will still have a life. Even when you get old, you will have where you go even without nobody taking care of you. The government will take care of you. You will be taken proper care of. And then you have a future in this sit at home. How can you now begin to think of how to jeopardize your own freedom? Why wouldn't you be the one that should go out and be telling others, look, begin to gather everything you need to gather. We go inside house. We go tell the Nigeria and the world that how hungry we are for our freedom. Why wouldn't you do that voluntarily? Why do you need somebody to come and pat you on the back and tell you, look, you must sit at home? I think it's high time we begin to let our detractors know that we are no longer interested. We don't even listen. They don't exist. because immediately they kidnapped your leader, you went underground. And when we put up something that will free the one you called your leader, of course, we know he was never your leader. You were just using him to milk people. You saw an opportunity through him. That is why when we call for sit at home, you want to sabotage it. You want to come against it even when you know it is a tool that will bring out the leader you so much acclaim that you love. But we must continue, my brother. We have to give the mic to Mazi. What is that his name? Mazi Udoka. This is the first time we are seeing you. We just hope you are actually one of us. Go ahead, Mazi Udoka.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. It's not my first time, Sha, and the Queen of Biafra can testify to that. I love you all, I love all your submission. I thank you, Queen of Biafra, the daughter of Rising Sun, for this wonderful topic you bring up today. It is amazing and a heart-touching one. It is a heart-touching one. You know, when God wants to do things, He do it in a different way. Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, prayed to God. He cried, God, give me 100 men. Give me 100 men. And he went ahead again to go to pray in the Jerusalem, demanding and asking God. God, he said to God, are you in heaven? God said, yes, I am in heaven. And he asked God, he couldn't see any man to help him actualize this Biafra. And God told him that when the time comes, I will send men to you. And I can assure each and every one of us that God have sent the men he promised our leader. He actually sent the men, not just ordinary men, men with wisdom, men with courage, men with faith, men of honor. He sent our PM, Prime Minister. He sent our Madam Azuka. He sent all of you here, making it a point of duty that Biafra must come. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is proud of all of you. Despite those that are sabotaging the struggle, that is life. When Jesus Christ came into the world, many people sabotaged him, and he did not give up. I used to tell people that what is happening now is the reputation of what's happened in the olden days. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not Jesus Christ, but if you check, it is almost thing that happened to Jesus that is happening to him. And Jesus Christ survived all the things, all the problem, every agony, all the pain, and he rose at the third day and went to heaven. I know that all the suffering our leader is passing through because of me and you, because of our unborn children. He's not suffering just because of him and his family. Many people are living in a comfort zone with I don't care attitude, in as much that I am protected, or in as much they are protected, them and their family. Others should go and die. But our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, took it upon himself and said, no, I will go and sacrifice on behalf of my people, the way our Joshua did. Because I remember in heaven when God Almighty Chukwuka Abiyama asked, who shall I send? Who will go and redeem my people? It is only Yahweh Joshua. When the heaven Chalovi is calm and quiet, nobody raised his hand, nobody accepted to go and sacrifice himself to humanity. And yeah, Joshua said, "Here I am, Father, send me."
ịnọ na ute agaghị adị mma.
Now our spirit leader have accepted to sacrifice his comfort zone. He sacrificed his freedom. He even sacrificed his mother and his father because of this struggle. And yet, people are so, what people are thinking of is what they will eat a daily basis, without knowing that it is he who is living that seeks for what he will eat. Our sister bring the topic, when I see the blood, I will pass over you. You know, when this blood of 18 started, God told Moses that I will put a stubborn heart in the mind of Pharaoh. I will lock up his mind so that his will and his power of him Elohim will manifest. God introduced all manner of punishment to Pharaoh, and Pharaoh pay a deaf ear. Moses bring out a staff, and staff turned to a snake. And Moses and Pharaoh say, is it what you want to do? I have magicians, I will do the same thing. And he bring up his own magicians, and they did the same. And Moses' staff swallowed Pharaoh's own. And Pharaoh did not allow the people of Israel to go. God turned their water into the blood. Moses Pharaoh said, no, it must not happen. The people of Israel must not go. Why? Because they know God are benefiting from the people of Israel. Because the people of Egypt have taken the people of Israel as the slave and servants that will be cultivating, producing, manufacturing, and doing all sorts of work for them while they sit and enjoy. The same thing that is happening to us in Nigeria. Wherever we go, we develop it. We build estates everywhere. The people of Biafra, they will go to the north, build a wonderful house, contribute to their economy, grow their economy. They will go to the west, they will build estates. Even in DC, they will go outside the country, they will go to UK, they will become a best doctor, the best engineer. That is what the Britain don't want. The Britain is just a replica of what Pharaoh did, what the people of Egypt did to the people of Israel. Because of their selfish interest, they don't want the children of God to leave the land of Egypt.
Yes, my brother, begin to round up so that others can speak. We have so many people that needed to speak. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So my brothers and sisters, those that are hearing our voice, we have to sit at home. Because if you don't sit at home, death can come anywhere and pick you up. What people normally do is you preserve life to death. Bible says that he who is securing his life will lose it. But because you don't secure your life, you will get it. We are talking about our freedom. And I am pitying those who are waiting for our leader to come out and start the agitation again. They are all witch and wizard. It will never happen. Our leader is coming out to enjoy what he has labored for how many years. He can't come again to start agitating, to start broadcasting, to start and shouting like John the Baptist in the wilderness. He is coming out to enjoy Biafra. He's coming out to enter Biafra. And I have to thank each and every one of you. Do not allow the evil to enter you. Just the way our leader told our Prime Minister, don't allow the devil to enter you, which till today, our Prime Minister did not allow the devil to enter him. So each and every one of you, each and every one of us must not allow the devil to enter us. We mustn't be part of the foreign angels. All of us, we meet in Biafra and we glorify the Elohim. I thank you and may God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, our brother. Can you call the next speaker, please? Ifeanyi, are you there? Hello, Ifeanyi. Ifeanyi may not be there. I tell you, it is me again. Your hand was up. Please let your hand be up so we know who is going next. And
Okay,
then, because
I'm here.
of time, it's like we are going to have another stage.
Mute yourself. It is me.
Because of time, we will be having another space. So we will want everybody to speak, and then we need to have limited time for each speaker so that everybody can speak before we end the program. So please, let's take 4 minutes at most, so that others can speak. Thank you very much. It's me again. You have your mic. The 4 cents, my brother. Go ahead.
Yes, I appreciate the topic. But sometimes I ask myself, how was it possible for Gandhi to convince the Indian people to sit at home? How was it possible for Martin Luther King Jr. to do that to the black Americans? Now, history is repeating himself. But I want to tell us that if we didn't sit at home, nobody will die. The plague that came upon the Egyptians might not necessarily come to us, because in those days, when we listen to deeper life preaching, repent or die, people like us repented out of fear. But after 3 years, we no die. We continue the way we did live before, because the sensitization is not true. But I'll drop a scenario with us. During Martin Luther King Jr., during that protest of sit at home, an old woman was walking, coming back from work so tired. A white man drove beside her and said, "Please come inside, let me drop you off." And the woman said, "No, I'll be fine." Then the white man insisted that she come inside the car so that she helped, because during Martin Luther King Jr., there was some kind of heavy segregation between white and black, and the blacks, they decided not to enter bus, public transport, to walk until there is equality in terms of transportation. No be say if black man first enter bus, then white man enter, then go drive the black man to stand up. That was what the target of that protest. So the old woman was walking, and the white man was insisting that she come inside the car so that she drop her off. And the woman said, "Look, I've spent my life. I'm not doing this for myself, but I'm doing it for my children. I'm doing it for my great-grandchildren that have life to live." And that was the victory, because it was proclaimed by Supreme Court of the US that there will be equality in transportation system, and it became law. So in this instance, we must understand, without Bible or spiritual attachment, that we are to be slaves forever if we fail to do what we are supposed to do. If we fail to do what we are supposed to do. And if you are taking instance from the Bible, I give you the instance of John the Baptist. They killed John the Baptist, and they say it was pleasing to the people. And the Pharaoh took Peter again. After killing John the Baptist, that king took Peter to kill, but the church did something, and Peter was released. So we are not coming from that background. We are coming from the background of enlightenment, of the background of our children tomorrow, that we don't have future. So everybody, it is necessary. So far you are a Biafran, it is not whether you are DOS or autopilot, and no. You just have to embark on this journey, the journey that have destination, and it is not that difficult or tedious. By your body language, you are making your voice clear. So sit at home is sacrosanct, and I'm lending my voice to it. I yield my mic. Exodus, you can pick up from here. I'm done. Thank you. Sister Gloria, thank you. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know what happened to Goodman, if he has left.
Yes, Sorry, I thought my mic was on. I was talking. I didn't know it was still muted. It is me again. Thank you very much. When you come, you always do it like you always do. It is always you again, and you do it the way it should be done. Thank you very much. Even the questions you asked our PM online was very, very valid, and it was really acknowledged because it cleared a lot of things that some people still had like cobwebs in their minds. Thank you very much. We must continue. Biafra is our religion. And on this platform is where we worship. And Chukwu Okike Abiama Onye Pụrụ Ime Ihe Niile is our God. We must continue. Go ahead, Biafra Queen, you wanted to say something before Nwachukwu takes the mic. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. Somebody said, I just wanted to check first. I know you said we're rounding up, right? Was there any news? Because somebody just sent me something, but I just want to confirm from my other device. What was the reason why you said we're rounding up? Exodus.
Yes, I was told they had another space. Our Biafra Writers of Conscience?
Writers of Conscience, it's true. Writers of Conscience have space today.
Okay, did they schedule the space before now?
No, your own comes before that one.
Well, we said that, and Ifeanyi, everybody had an agreement that if we schedule space, others will not schedule at the same time.
Yeah, that was true. Okay. But let's go on and see how it goes. Let's continue and see how it goes.
Mazugo is here. Mazugo, are you here? Mazugo, are you here? Because I want him to say something if we're going to shut down.
Yes, we would have loved one of our media team to come and tell us something so we understand why, if that meeting
Ifeanyi
is an emergency.
Ifeanyi has actually dropped. Maybe he has gone to them. But I want Mazugo. Mazugo might not actually. He's in, but he's not in.
Okay, Ifeanyi will come and address that. So he lets us know if it was an emergency. So we understand why we should have the double space scheduled today. So he will come up and then he will let us know why the space was put up there. But we must continue. Nwachukwu, you have the mic.
Can I say something?
Good afternoon, beloved Biafrans. I think who is speaking?
David. Goodman.
Yes, I can hear you. Whose mic is on? Somebody's mic is on. Mute mic. Okay, it was David. Go ahead, Nwachukwu. David, you will come next, but let's hear what Nwachukwu has to say.
Okay. I think our spokesperson is already live. So I checked it now. He's live.
Okay, if he's live, why the Writers of Conscience are on the space as well? This conflict, I don't understand.
The point, listen, Writers of...
Go ahead.
Hello, the point.
All right.
Can I say something, please? So, Writers of Conscience.
Yeah, go ahead. Who is talking?
It's David, please. I just want to make it. Writers of Conscience, we normally have our spaces Mondays and Thursdays. That is when we have our spaces. Monday.
And what time?
Sometimes,
because not everybody
yes,
knows. Me and Ifani has addressed some issue privately where any one of us is hosting, everybody others will not, so that we can support every one of us, right?
yes, yes.
So I don't. So if they have to hold something like this, they need to carry everybody along. And I scheduled this. Ifani would have. I mean, someone would have told us ahead. But hold on, Ifani is here. Okay, let
Okay,
him
okay.
speak. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So
Can
what
you
I
mute
want to say.
yourself, David, please? Thank you. David, thank
All
you.
right.
Or you want to say something else? Okay.
All right. So what I want to say is I want to talk to the consciousness of our people. In Igbo, they say that ebe a na-adụ nwa nwee n'ọdụ ka nwanne nwere nne na-amụlụ. So we must teach ourselves some lessons by knowing that we are on our own and we are the only ones to help ourselves in this predicament that we find ourselves. It is not we directly that put ourselves in this, but this is where we find ourselves. And for the almost 2 years now that our leader was kidnapped, we've seen from body reaction, from the silence conspiracy going on, that the world do not want to say anything in this regard. And that only spells one thing, that if we do not do something extraordinary, then they are going to detain our leader on endlessly. And they are going to detain him until what we did not expect will happen. Now, for us to do what we need to do, we need to take the next step. And what should that next step be? Doing what is right and doing it well. Marching on the street, you already know what it is. Then the next one, which is the easiest one, is to sit at home. And it has been proven globally to be working very effectively, not just immediate. It works immediately and it has a resounding effect. Now, if we want to help ourselves, this is what we need to do. We now have a government in exile that speaks, and the rest government listens, because what we are doing is not, we are not the one that just started it. It has been even before we came. Therefore, I implore our people to listen and obey. Here, we are talking about our leader, the man that saw tomorrow, the man that woke us up, the man that they have determined that he cannot sleep knowing what is happening and what is about to happen to his people. He has been kidnapped and nobody is doing anything about it. So, once we have been rejected, we must not reject ourselves and we must help ourselves. So it's time to help our leader. This 2 week sit at home is targeted on freeing our leader, and we must do it judiciously. Just like the previous speaker said, that the whole world is watching, keenly watching, to see how thirsty, how hungry we are for freedom. This is one of the ways to prove it. You have to give something in order to get something. Endeavor to be part of this awareness. Spread the information in your localities. Tell your people, this is the right way to go. As when you street, they will kill you. I know it is very difficult for these so-called governors, these politicians, to do what they are supposed to do. It's almost as if they are in a cult that they will never do something that will help their people. That is just what I see. And therefore, for us to force them to do what they need to do, we must go out of the way. And 2 weeks is not too much. Start now to prepare yourself. Start now to store foods. Start now to do your savings. And at the end of the day, we'll all come to that same table and we will dance and sing because we worked for it and it pays off. So this is what I want to tell our people. We are the only ones to help ourselves. And if we don't do it, nobody will help us. Only us can do it. And here I will yield the mic. Thank you so much, my people.
Thank you. Thank you, our brother.
Biafra, sorry, the Biafra cry, battle cry is here. Somebody said so. Please, if he's here, I'm trying to find him. I can't find him. But if he's here, you're welcome, our wonderful media. If anyone wants to say, go ahead, Exodus.
Thank you, the last speaker. We want to say thank you for your submission. Please, okay, Ifeanyi is here. Ifeanyi, go ahead, take the mic.
Thank you.
Ifeanyi, are you there? Your hand is up. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to respond to what there's something he said, our brother, the last speaker just said. He said that it seems as if they are in a covenant that forbids them not to develop their state. If you say that it seems as if it will be like that you're not in the know. These men and women are in a very serious confraternity that forbids them not to develop the East. Not only with the Fulani, it extends to Britain and some other Western world. All these things that they call PDP, APC, and all this Labour Party, these are names of confraternities. It's not a party. A party is an umbrella that carries people, that carries party agents, that makes up people that are struggling for a position in a particular society. But when it comes to Africa, that name, party, this, party that, is just a cover-up for you not to know. That is why before you come into the party, you join any party, you become something in that party. If you are able, if you have anybody or your uncle or in-law, in as much as they will not tell you, are you getting me? But if you have any politician that is very close to you, that is always open to you, ask him, what does it take in the real life? What does it take to be one of the leading personnel in any organization in Nigeria, in any party, no exception, in any party in Nigeria? Most people that is in APC and the PDP are loyalists to the other confraternity in PDP. Some that is in PDP are a loyalist to the other party that is in APC. That is why whenever you see any of them getting married, their daughter getting married, those boundaries, those APC, PDP, something, they will keep it aside and come together and unite and discuss and do whatever they want to do. You that is killing yourself for PDP and APC, Labour Party and this, you're killing yourself in the open. But in the secret, they are one. They are eating from the same pot. That is why they agree. You see APC man doing the same thing in his own state. You see PDP man, no difference. You see Labour Party man, no different. You see this one, no different. Because they agree in one thing. And that one thing is, don't develop Africa. Don't develop Southeast. Don't industrialize Biafra land. Keep them under poverty. Subject them. Keep them begging on daily basis. Let them always look up for food to eat. So that is what it is. It's not a hearsay or guessing whether it is true. It is true. That's why you must pay allegiance to the Fulani Caliphate. The Fuda system, you must pay allegiance to that you will be a coward, you will deteriorate you must, that curse on them, you must pay allegiance to it. That curse must follow you to anywhere you're going to. So that is the answer to that question. If it's a question or a guess, you're still guessing to know if it's true or not. It is true. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alpha. Thank you for that clarification. You were spot on, my brother. They are one and the same, with one agenda, to keep the company running and to keep you poor, wretched, and hungry in perpetuity. So when you come, you must sign it. If you don't sign it, then you are not ready for position in that evil, damnable terrorist company they called Nigeria. We must continue. Thank you, Alpha. Thank you. And then we were told that our leader is online. I don't know how true it is, so we know how to go about.
Ifeanyi,
Hold on,
Mazi is
hold
not
on.
on. Is it Ifeanyi,
Hold
is
on.
Mazi on? I'm checking.
Hold on. I'm just looking at it. I think it's a replay. That's what I'm trying to find out, if it's a replay or if it's actually live. Because it's looking to me like it's a replay. But continue. I will come back and I will let you guys know. I'm watching it from the other device because I tuned in and it was sounding like the same program that we had like yesterday.
Yeah,
It's a
Ambalawa is
replay.
not even screening.
It's a replay.
Okay.
Addressing
Okay,
Omar.
thank you.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
see, that's what I say. And I also want to say something, my sister
Hold on.
Gloria.
The first. You need to take
Yeah.
co-host before you can speak anything outside from this topic.
No, it's part of the topic. So what's his name? Ifani yesterday actually he mentioned something about hosting a space for the BWYOC. But I don't think they created that space. But I think he may probably have forgotten to set up a space in. But he mentioned something that they will be coming live today at 4 p.m. I don't know if it's Biafra time or night. I'm not sure, but he mentioned it.
The first is a restream. It's restreaming the.
Oh, it's
It's a
a
2 days
restraint. Yeah,
ago. It's a 2 days ago program. Is restreaming.
yeah, yeah. So I think it was just a miscommunication right there. But yes.
Okay, guys, please,
The
Mazi
space is
Ugo,
there.
welcome.
The space is there. Go to BWOC handle. You will see it there. They scheduled it since yesterday.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's there. It's
Yeah.
not
Because
on
I
my wall.
thought they
You'll not
I
see it
mentioned
on
didn't
it.
my
see
wall.
any
I shared it,
space.
but it's in BWOC wall.
Really?
Yes, they scheduled it for 4:30 today, but they reduced the time to 4:15.
How long do we have? How
So how
long?
do
I
we?
don't know.
Because
How
if
long
you
do
know
we
me
have?
and you, we have discussed that any of us hosting, we will want it to crash. That's why I didn't want to schedule until I noticed that nobody scheduled, and then I went ahead to do it. So what do
Why
we
I
say?
didn't send you a message is I watched the time from 1 o'clock that you scheduled to 4:30 is almost 3 hours 30 minutes. You understand? So I
Okay.
said whatever
Yep.
that we'll be discussing within the space of 3 hours 30 minutes, I think we have done justice to such topic. If there will be a repeat, BWOC
May I
always
say
spend 2
something here,
hours. They don't
please?
last more than 1
Yes,
hour.
Mazugo will speak. If Mazugo wants to speak.
Please, let us have one house here. Let's all of us that are always hosting this space, if we can come together in as if all of you that are hosting this space can come together and have a way you communicate with each other, so that when someone will be in on the space, the other one will not go on the space, and whereby even if you even if you are to have a space in next year, January 1st, by 2 p.m., everybody will know about it. Because at the end, we are saying the same thing. If you go over to that space now, it's the same thing we are discussing here that we are going to be discussing. So all this crashing, we have to stop it by everybody that is hosting space should, all of you should please find a way of coming together, either by WhatsApp or email or anyhow you can do it. Figure out something and be together so that when whoever is going to host any space, the other people will be aware. You will have it in your group. You will know, every other person will know, every person will be aware, to avoid we are here now, let us go over here. Because if you live here now and move there, I promise you, if we are 10, probably 5 or 3 might not come back to that place. That's just the simple truth.
You're right.
So I don't know how
No,
it
you're
will
right.
look.
You're
I
right.
don't know who is the person that is posting, who is going
Biafra
to,
voice. Biafra voice.
yeah,
Biafra
I'm
voice.
listening.
Please
Yes.
mute yourself, Otunwa. This is not a personal space. This is a BWOC, Biafra Writers of Conscience.
Yes.
So they're the ones hosting the space. There's something they want to discuss on the space. Are you getting me? So it's not personal space. Normally we check our people. If I want to host, I normally check to know if there's any scheduled space. And me, I normally schedule my space ahead of time, so that if you're coming, you will see my time.
I get
We are
the
saying
message.
the same thing, my brother. Listen, we are saying the same thing. I'm just saying, if we are going over to the Writers of Conscience, I don't have problem with that. Let's go. But I'm saying it to avoid crashing into one or each other's program next time, because it's not supposed. We are one family. We are all looking for the same freedom. Let us go over there. But from now on, just know it. Biafra Writers of Conscience, Gloria, Exodus, all of you, find a way of coming together, please. It's very important. Just find a way of coming together.
Okay.
So you know what to do. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Exodus, you're gonna make a group and include the Writers of Conscience. If somebody was saying Thursday, if you cannot, I mean, I didn't see that space. So somebody trying to tell me the whole space between Monday and what, we cannot leave this Twitter space empty to the time length when you scheduled. I don't know if they schedule. So we need to create a group, even though it's within us that do host, and put everybody. So when everybody that created the space to host share it, we will see it. That's what Mazugo is trying to say. So yeah, Mazugo, please make your own submission before we decide to go.
Okay. Thank you. Go on.
Before you come, let me summarize on that. I created group where all of us can share something, but I think it is important that I create the group where we all that have been hosting, even the Biafran Writers of Conscience, we can also be there in just one group, so it will be easy for us to communicate. And then before we come on space. But what is important is that we always stay on the spaces. We don't leave no vacuum. Is it vacuum or vac? We don't leave no room for.
You're right.
So what we need to do is to make sure we stay on the space. If Biafra Writers of Conscience has a time they have scheduled to come on space, then we cannot wait until that time. We will occupy, and with the mind of at this spot or at this particular time we are going to end, so that we can switch over to the other one. But the space must be occupied by our information, because this is where we worship. Thank you very much. Biafra Voice, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Actually, what I'm saying is the same thing, but it's like the angle I'm coming from is if for instance Exodus scheduled a space by 2 p.m. Biafran time, and you see that from morning to that 2 p.m. nobody is on space. Somebody else will be going on the space, like our sister Gloria came on space now, is on the space now. she will know that by that 2 p.m. she's ending her program. That's just all I'm saying. So that when you are going into space, you will know already that somebody is going to come up by 2, by 1, by 3. So it wouldn't be like this person has come, Exodus has come online. The first has come online. Let us go over to that place. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. So, thank you.
Who is that? Please,
Who there
I'm
for
going.
market?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Please, Donatus, please don't do that again, please.
Who there for market? I greet
Mazugo, because
everybody.
Mazugo, the topic is over to you on the topic. Remember,
Okay,
it's our topic.
thank you. Thank you, my people. I greet everybody anywhere you did. They look, they see me, they hear from me. I'm sorry, I didn't know. I did not even share the link. It's now that I'm noticing that I did not share the link for people to know from YouTube. I'm sorry about that, people. Don't worry. The next space we are going to, that will be available. I greet all of us that are here. Our queen, thank you. Exodus movement of the people. I greet you, Ifeanyi the first, Utunwa, everybody on this space this very hour. I greet you. First of all, I would like to start by saying that that they took Onyendu to court today and they do the abracadabra. The more you look, the less you see, and postpone it. I want to tell you that let it not bother anybody. Make nobody worry. Don't let it bother you. Because if you ask yourself, was there any time they scheduled this event of this day? No. The council said he was informed this morning. So if you sit down as a Nigerian Zoo military government, Funane terrorist government, and decide that you want to take somebody to court, so all you've decided to is just to take him to court, only to postpone it, then what is the need? Why didn't you give us that next year? Tell us that it's in 2015 that you're going to attend to him. We are not listening to these people, because all they are looking for is to make you believe, hey, that's what they call takia, no? I think that's takia they say. That to distract you, to make you believe they are with you. We are taking him to court. Don't be surprised by the time this next month comes. I don't know the date yet. By the time they get to that day, they will fix it another time. We are tired of going to court for no reason. There is nothing you are taking this man to court for. You have discharged him. Your own court discharged him. So let him go. If you don't want to let him go, make it open that you are not letting him go. As the Funani, the person that did Islamic law, jihadist law, is now the Attorney General of the nation. What do you expect? You can't expect anything better than what you are seeing. So for those of you that are still crying for one Nigeria, new Nigeria, going for demonstration, doing this, doing that, I want you to know that the attorney of your federation, as you call it, is an Islamic extremist. Abi? He studied Islamic law, not the kind of law Mikey Ezekome did, not the kind of law Dust and Dusted studied, not the kind of law Allah, but it's the law he studied. His own is how to kill people, how to cut off people's head, how to destroy anybody that does not believe in their own religion. As long as you are not Muslim like him, you are already an enemy. That is why they are killing you, and they say that the people killing you are their warriors. They are justified. That is why they will send doctors with the Gumi, the leader of terrorists, to go take some medical personnel into the forest to treat the wounded so-called warriors, the terrorists. That is why they will send them food relief. That is why they will ask them to go to the IDP camp and kill innocent people, and nothing will happen. That is why in Benin today, they have destroyed and taken over 10 communities. I don't know as we're here if the communities has increased. And that is why in Enugu this week again, they went to the market and they almost killed a young man for his own sweat. This man, this young man is a businessman that sell yam. They go in shop, go one carry in shop in one fight, they kill up. And this young man is saying that this is not the first time, that almost every week they repeat, coming there with keke convoy, and they will come and they will pack their yams. If you talk, they will kill you. And they will do it in broad daylight. Nobody will talk. Police will not come out. Even in your own land that is Enugu State, and you are still hoping for one better Nigeria. When I see the blood, I will pass over you. This is the reason why you must obey anything you hear from the mouth or desk of the Prime Minister. If the Prime Minister, why they call him the Vesu? Well, in name na Simon Epa. That one una say na wakuda. That one una say na ekperima. That one una say they no born themselves. They pick and forgot her. But the problem with you people is that if you don't listen, you will die. Because all of them that refuse to place the mark of this blood, they died. They perished. Whether you are an Israelite, whether you are not an Israelite, they died. This sit at home is a sign of that blood. If you refuse to obey the simple instruction, this is not the first time they have killed. They will still kill you the same way they have been killing other people, just to make sure they label IPOB terrorists. But you know the funny part of it? When you die, you don't die. When you die, you no go come out to come say they don't put me who go for prison for announcing sit at home. When you die, you no go come out to come say they don't cut my neck. When you die, you no go fit come out to come say they don't label me terrorist organization. Number one, in-depth analysis. You will not be here to see it, my dear. You don't die everything. You don't deny yourself everything. You don't deny yourself your children. You deny yourself your wife. You deny yourself your husband. You deny yourself your parents. You deny everything, everything. Now you lose, oh, don't be me lose. I am okay. I am comfortable. As for me, anybody that loves me, that I love, if you refuse to obey, if you die, the same way I discuss other people that died, is the same way I will discuss you. You are not different. We are in freedom fighting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are calling for his freedom, has done nothing. And you have seen in your own community, Fulanese come, they take what belongs to you. They take your communities. They ask you to leave. By force, they are taking over your land. Your governor is not coming out. Your police is not coming out. Your army is not coming out. That other one that wear blue, civil defense, no, they are not coming out. Whatever your Ebubango they told you that has come to save you, they are not coming out. So is it not clear to you? Is it not clear to everybody that what is going on they are using against you is the care? They want to make you believe that your salvation is your destruction. They want to make you believe that those bearing the salvation are bearing destruction. The Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is bringing salvation to you, even to your domo to go. They are trying to convince you to believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the cause of your problem. That Simon Ekpa and all of us that come here every day to preach this gospel, that we are your problem. Therefore, when you reject us, it will be very easy. You have given it to them. You have given your life and your freedom to them on a platter of gold, and they have no choice but to just cut you into pieces. That was a video I saw, or I don't know if I still have it. A Fulani man killed a Biafran in Biafra land and was using his body for suya and selling to Biafrans as well. And Biafrans were eating and saying, "Ah, your suya too good. Aboki, where suya? Give me another one." You don't know you are eating the meat of your own brother, roasted by a Fulani man. And then I don't know how he was discovered and it was caught. He slices a human being into suya and we eat. Is it not time you listen? These people are, there is nothing good about them. They wash the what do you call it, kwili kwili or the other, everything they said, they wash it from the gutter where you poo, where you piss. They wash them, they pour the water on them and give you to eat. They are very wicked people. They are very wicked people. Check everywhere you see Fulani killing people. They are killing the same people that harbor them. When they come into every community, they came empty-handed. They came with nothing. They will tell you they want to do your farm work for you. They will tell you to give them your menial jobs. You will give them house, you will give them shelter. You will allow them to build their kiosks, and you will be patronizing them. But before you know it, they gather their family. They will kill you. They will take over your land. It has happened. And I believe it's the same Benin City that the rich woman that are based abroad came back with the same Aboki in her house, gathered his own people. They killed this woman, packed away everything, the woman, every pin in the house, even sweep the house. Fortunately, somebody discovered them. It's time we wake up. There is no too much yukuchukuno kambete. This we are not going to be depending on anybody, court date or date court. All we are depending on, as the Prime Minister have said, they are working things out. Immediately they work it out. It's either by then Onyendu is out or we are embarking on the sit at home, according to the instruction that will be coming out from the desk of the Prime Minister. So my people, if you not leave me, I go to talk the go. Make I stop for here. If we are going over to the other place, so that if there are a few people that will still have to do their contribution, let them do. So I submit my mic here. Thank you, my people. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Mazugo. I quickly thank you so much. I wish we have time for you to. I love to hear from our media
Can I?
out there. Hold
All
on,
right.
please don't mute yourself, please. I don't want to remove anybody, but please, we need to be ordered here, okay? I want to say something, and I want to throw it out. Mazugo, the Exodus, the first, Ifani, and yeah, I want to throw something here. I blocked the Indigo, the Fulani woman that came last time to support that the killing going on in our land is necessary, right? That she support it. So when she came into earlier our space, I blocked her and actually shared this thing. But one of us, actually, Emeka is saying that we should unblock her, that she was requesting for Mike. Should I unblock her? Does she need to speak?
You don't need to unblock her, in my opinion. You don't need to unblock her. You don't need we don't need her again on our. You've already told us what she stands for. What is she coming again today? Are we hosting space with her? We don't need her opinion. We already heard what she have to say. So she don't need to come, and then we don't need to concentrate our this thing on him. We don't need to concentrate on that
Okay.
woman. He've come to distract, and we already given her opportunity to air her view. And he told us that he support everything that Fulani is doing. What else do you want her to come and tell you?
Thank you, Ifeanyi. I support that she just go and host their Fulani space. We
Me
don't
too.
need
I
we don't
blocked her.
need this.
I blocked her after that space. That I blocked her already since before now.
I've been trying to bring Emeka up. I don't know why it is not accepting. I just don't know. Approve. Right now, I'm hitting on the approve to come up, but I don't know why. Maybe some of us that have spoken will have to drop so he can come up, but we have limited time now, so it's gonna be probably 1 minute or at most 2 minutes. You just chip in and let's see how we can rush it out and conclude. Go ahead, Agujegbe. 2 cents, 1 cent, but we add.
Donatus actually had his hand up earlier. He was the one muting himself without being so
Okay.
I don't know if he has something to say before somebody else. If he doesn't, then let Uzodima. I hope you're not what who hope Uzodima. I hope you're not the blood of from that lineage.
This is not
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Donatus, go ahead. Uzodima, hold on. You are the real Uzodima.
Hello, good evening.
Go ahead.
Good evening from here. All the people in the
Go ahead.
house
Make
are
it
great.
snappy.
All
Make
right.
it snappy. 2 minutes.
Okay. I want to say something. What I'm saying is, when I see the blood of Passover, it's a sign that God is using a different method in each shot he calls. In this issue of Biafra shot, God is using a different method. Sit at home is part of the method because if the people are not sitting at home, there would have been no talk of marking the blood on your litter. And because he wanted them to sit at home, that's why I told them to use the blood and mark on their lintel. So what I'm saying is that we must, because of time, all of us must stick together to obey our leader, our prime minister, not listen to all these enemies of Biafra. But one thing I should want us to know is this: when anybody who is not obeying this sit at home are not ready to support what prime minister is doing, the person is just one of the disobedient Israel who are against Moses and are not ready to join the freedom. So that's what we are saying. So the only thing is this: all of us must put hand together. Like this in 2 weeks, these 2 weeks sit at home. All of us should make sure that we echo it loud and clear. And all the governors, time is coming when they are going to receive their penalties. Because I know that God, what he did in the land of Egypt, the same thing is going to happen. After Biafra, remember that not all of them that left the land of Egypt, all the Israel that entered the promised land, those Israel who was against Moses, they perished. The same thing will happen in our Biafra struggle. The same thing will happen. Those that are not supporting what you are doing, and you call yourself a Biafra and Livingstone or whatever you call yourself, and you're fighting against our prime minister who is doing the right thing at the absence of Mazin Nandekano, and are fighting it, I want you to know that all of them are going to regret, just as it was of old. But we that are supporting our leader, Mazin Nandekano, and our prime minister, all of us must not just encouraging them, but we need to put more in praying for them and putting out our resources in order to support them. That's what I want to say. Because of time, I have more in the cupboard, but because of time, yesterday I wanted to say something, but no room was given to me. Today, you shorten the time. I don't have much time, but I just want to drop this word like that. So I greet all of you for always coming on this page because I've been always listening. May God bless all of you. And you people who are not going to regret supporting our leader, Mazin Nandekan, because supporting Master Monepa is supporting Mazin Nandekan. So I applaud all of you. May God bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. We are going to we host space every time, so please just stand by. You can actually follow all of us to know have notification whenever. Good man always hosts the first Ifani, and of course me. Thank you.
I beg. The Uzodema is not hope. Actually, he is the battle cry. One of us. Battle.
Hey, my brother, I'm
So
so sorry. In fact, I am giving you two hours to talk. My brother, I'm so sorry. Yesterday, you fought for this space to people to come here. I really do apologize. I've been looking for where is the battle cry. I'm looking. Somebody keeps sending me message. Okay, you. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Go ahead.
It's all,
Except my co-host want to say something to, say something to you. Yeah.
Of course, battle cry must cry out, I tell you, because Biafra is here. Go ahead, my bro. Cry out.
I'm sorry for the embarrassing them, honestly. You see, this is not the first time the name has been a problem, in the public space, actually. But I will not blame anybody who is, being inquisitive about the name. My name is Uzodima, but since it started embarrassing me in the public, I started to shorten it. But let's go. I would not have much time. Thank you, Gloria, for having me. Thank you, Goodman and Brother Ugo, for making the arguments to be understood. And what I want to say is when I see the blood and I will pass over, it has to do with action. It has to do with mental toughness. Mental toughness in the real sense that what we are agitating for, we must stand on our ground to make it known to our enemy, because our adversaries are many. You cannot determine, and some of our adversaries are not only out there, they are within us. You understand me? So when we see the political elite in the Igbo land and in Biafra land and some other maybe Ohanes and Igbo, who say that they are representing their children. No, they are not representing us. Because if you look at what happened today, I was totally disappointed by the man called LSO, the Labour Party governor-elect in Abia State, who invited the Muslim mothers to come and celebrate with him. I was wondering, is it the first thing that he's supposed to do? Where is Ohaneze? Has he invited Ohaneze? Has he invited the Christian mothers? But he chose to, to show himself as a one Nigeria who want to please Fulani. This is what our leader has been saying. He said he himself, will not be a slave to Fulani. That's not how Agabe Barrio did. You understand me? So this mental toughness we are implementing for sit at home for 2 weeks, it is a welcome development. We must go for it. Our people said that Aguno willing to Kubadi. It's not these 2 weeks at home now that we're gonna sit now that will spoil everything. Those that are in IDP camp in Benue State, they are also sitting at home there permanently. They don't know when their own IDP camp or sit at home will finish. Or that is indefinite sit at home they are doing in IDP camp. So why our own must be different? Whenever each of us try to rise up to bring up a situation, there must be adversaries that will oppose it. We will not continue this way. We must take a major task to end this bondage we find ourselves into. Our people must go. Israel must go to their tent. There's no looking back anymore. What we said we will do is what we will do. And we thank God for our leader who goes to the spirit of our Prime Minister, Mazi Samuel, to know that this is the Joshua of his type that must carry on this thing, even if he's not around. And he drafted a memo last year, December. The first article on that memo was Prime Minister. He mentioned his name, never forbid to respond to him. So that alone sealed the whole argument. There's no way we can argue with anybody that this is not the choosing type that will lead us. Prime Minister is there doing the right thing, and everything is clear, clean and clear. He doesn't look back. He doesn't tolerate anybody, because he said if anybody has failed, that he will not fail. In fact, he will look at people who have failed, use it to learn. And if he failed at this time around, that he says he's a big fool. So that's why he doesn't look back. He doesn't tolerate, because he knows that you understand me? So Nnamdi Kanu have sent him to go and do this thing. So he's not looking back. He's warring and acting according to the spirit of his master, Onyenduma Nnamdi Kanu. So everything he's doing at this moment is justified. When he says sit at home, everybody must sit at home. And let me tell our brothers and sisters who are in diaspora, please, as much as you can offer the people back home, before this sit at home commence, if you have anything, just send, even if it's $100 or €100 or £100. Please send it. It matters so that they don't go for disobedience of sitting at home and do otherwise and go there and sacrifice their life. Nobody wants to lose his own family or lose his own relatives. Nobody wants to cry. Everybody wants to see this Biafra come, and everybody will enjoy it. This will be like the people of Israel. When God wants to deliver them, He asks them to follow the other way around, so that they should not follow the closest way. Lest when the Egyptians start pursuing them, they will not turn back and return back to Egypt. So He asked them to follow the other way of Jordan. They through Jordan, they make their way to the Red Sea, and when they get to the Red Sea, God asked, told Moses to struck the Red Sea so that the Red Sea departed. So that is where God is taking. This is the direction God is giving us. It's a divine direction. We are moving on. It might tarry, but we must wait for it, because the expectation of the righteous shall not be cut short. We are the righteous one. We are the children of light. A city built on the hill that cannot be hidden. There's no way we can call or relegate ourselves to the background for Fulani. Fulani are infidel. When they call us an infidel, that is a wrong word to use to say that we are infidel. We are not the one who is infidel. They are uncircumcised, children of bondwomen. Okay, so Nigeria is not a place where you will be welcome as far as you are not a Muslim, as far as you are not from North. Once you are a nation builder, go to city, go to village and build. Nobody will like you in that country. Can you imagine where an attorney of the nation appear on a national television? They will ask him about open grazing or anti-open grazing or something like that. He said that anti-open grazing is like all the northern government coming together to ban people selling spare parts. And who are these people selling spare parts? They are the Igbos, okay? So why is it that anything they ask Fulani will impose punishment on Igbo? They caught a drug cartel, Abakere, they caught him and they imprisoned him. The day they took him to court, what he responded to the judge was that Igbos and IPOB are trying to sabotage him. Is he Igbo that he took bribe from, or is he Igbo that gave him the drug? These are the things that we'll be asking ourselves, because you understand me? So when they forbid us, we will forbid them. You understand me? Our people said, okay, so that is how it is. The punishment we are going to give this Fulani or the zoo government is severe, and Elohi is the one who can give that punishment, because Elohi always avenges people. And the scripture said that seeing that it is a righteous thing for God to recompense a tribulation against them that trouble you. They have troubled us from kingdom come, from the time of Chukwuemeka or Otumegwejuku. So what are we still waiting for? It is enough. Enough is enough. We must move this struggle. You see, move it without reserve of energy. We are not going to reserve any energy. We will devote every energy we have and push it forward and get it once and for all. Enough is enough. When we rise up, they kill us. When we don't talk, they kill us. When we open market, they go and burn it. Everything, whether it's a northerner or not a northerner, they hate you because you are an Igbo man. You can go to a rock and cast out a rock, and the water will gush out. That's why they envy us. But when they try to imitate us, they will not achieve what we have achieved. But if they try to kill us, try to spoil and destroy all manner of things, within a couple of times, we now recover this and go extra mile to develop what we had before. That is where the envy coming from. So our people, let me not take much of your time. I thank you, Sister Gloria, Goodman, and the Biafra Voice 2-4, all protocol reserve, and those are listening. May God bless us and keep our leader, Onyedumazin Nandikal, and strengthen and double the strength upon our leader unto the Prime Minister, and the wisdom as well to do something. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good man, hold on, Biko. Just give me a sec, okay? Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Uzo, the real Uzo Dimma. Uzo, and Uzo Nka Dimma, very well. Not the other one we should be asking. I
They
hope
will.
Uzo Dimma, you know.
All the
And Nnamo, Obo Nkeji Dimma. I remember that Jesus that made that comedy. I hope Uzo Dimma, people did not understand where she was going to. Thank you for your submission. I really love it. And you said it all. I want to ask Agu Jebe, when you did a thumbs down, was it a mistake? Because I actually made that mistake. Was it a mistake? If you did not make mistake, I will remove you from raising your hand. Did you make mistake to do thumbs down when he was speaking, or it was deliberate? Agu Jebe, meet yourself. All right.
Agu Jebe, are you there?
I'm gonna
Hold on,
take him out because
Agu
I do
Jebe,
not
hold on,
understand
hold
why he
on,
was doing thumb down.
hold on. Agu Jebe is our person. Maybe it's a mistake. Agu Jebe, meet yourself. What happened?
Yeah. Hello.
Why did you do thumb down?
Me?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's maybe by mistake. How can I
Okay,
turn
mistake.
down?
Right, got you. Just hold on. Hang on. My co-host want to say something. Go ahead, good man.
Yeah, because of time, let us just keep moving. Who was supposed to go next? You give the person the mic to speak so we can utilize the time that is left. 2 minutes, please.
Is Agu Jebe?
All right. Go ahead, Agu Jebe. Shoot your gun.
Yeah. Hello, my good people. I thank each and every one of us, and I must have to say something because if it turns on, maybe by mistake, so how can I do that? So to go straight to our today's topic, and when we see the blood, we pass it over. In Exodus 12 to 10, that's quite clear. So whoever has eyes, immediately he or his blood, he will realize that it's danger, and the words in the take either to take a measure or to find a means of escaping. So what we are doing today, I believe humanity can never, as far as this exists, can never forget what we are doing today. And what we are doing today applies what God wisdom is justified means of liberating people, because other people that liberated their people, they have passed through this process, and we that pass.
Begin to round up. You have 1 minute. You just round up. You have 1 minute left. You don't have time. Yeah.
Okay. What we are doing today is a means that will lead to our freedom. And freedom comes easy, as we all can know. As we all know, freedom comes with a lot of effort. It comes with resources. It comes with a lot of resistance. It comes with a lot of mental toughness. But at the last, everybody will rejoice, be happy. What we are experiencing today is a works to humanity. If we can liberate our people, I believe what we have lost, we will regain it under 1 year, and everybody will be happy. I rest my case. May all thanks be yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Agu Jebe. Please keep shooting that gun in the right direction, because our enemies must hear the sound of those guns. That is the only thing. Fear.
It's a constant phenomenon. We must continue.
Thank you. Yes, the first, who was supposed to go next?
I see Biafra Valiant here. How much time do we have left so we know how we're gonna schedule this, how we're gonna give them time? How much time do we have left?
I think we do not have much time here. At least we have like 15 minutes. So they just take
15
1
minutes.
minute.
All right. If you haven't spoken, raise your hand. Biafra Valiant, you have 2 minutes. Unmute yourself. And this is what's going to happen because of the confusion we had earlier, because of the schedule that overlapped. We may, after the BWY, Biafra Writers of Conscience, after their space, we'll see how long they're going to spend. And then we may have to pick up the space after that. And then continue with the topic. I think that will solve the issue. And then going forward, we're going to have to do a better job at, we're just like everybody suggested, we're going to have to do a better job with scheduling. That way it doesn't overlap with each other. And I thank everybody. Biafra Valiant, unmute yourself.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for giving me the mic. Yes, when I see the blood that pass over you, it's a call for obedience. Call for obedience. And those that doesn't want us to sit at home, they are evil. Because sit at home will give you what the Nigerian government doesn't want you to have. Sit at home will give you good quality education. Sit at home will give you good hospitals. You have insurance, health insurance. Sit at home will give you good schools, good education. Your education will be comparable with those in the West. Sit at home will give you freedom. Sit at home will give you confidence. Sit at home will give you prestige. That is what they are looking for. Sit at home will give you a quality security, a quality army. You will build a quality army. That is what sit at home will bring for us in Biafra land. And you see, those people don't want it because they want us to be underdeveloped. They don't want it because they still want us to be under the influence of.
Round up. You have 1 minute. You're going to round up.
Okay. Want us to be under the influence of the Fulani. Those that want to kill us. Just as the Israelites. They told them to sing the Lord's song in a strange land. This time around, if we don't do something and do it fast, it will be bad for us to sing a song in our own land, singing a song to them. Do you know how devastating that would be? But I know with God by our side, and our Biafra government in exile, and Simon Ekpa as a prime minister, if we listen to all the instructions, we will at the end come out victorious.
Thank you. I wanted to drop something out there. Do you guys knew that? You guys, of course, you knew because you're Biafrans. You're not those affected with Fulani sex cow. Do you guys know that since we announced there was going to be sit at home in Lagos, there hasn't been any burning again of Igbo businesses that I know of.
Exactly.
And they will tell you that sit at home doesn't work.
Exactly.
But actually, just the announcing of sit at home and saying that we will crash the economy of Lagos, the burning and looting of our market stopped. These are for people that don't understand the importance of sit at home. Go ahead, Frank, and 2 minutes, and then after Frank, it is me, so we can move on. We have less than 10 minutes.
After Frank, in fact, it's supposed to be Emeka that will speak before it is me again. It's me again. I've spoken before.
Oh, okay.
Emeka hasn't spoken.
All right,
Frank, please hold on. Frank, please hold on. Let Emeka give us his 2 coins, and then you can come in. Please don't be mad at me. Let him just go first. Go ahead, Emeka.
Yeah, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On the topic, I will see the blood and pass over you. It is recorded, and that's the first sit at home.
Wait, Emeka has not spoken before.
No, he hasn't spoken.
Emeka, you get luck.
So the first sit at home recorded in history was done by the Jews in Egypt. It's on record, and I never knew about this, until people started joining heads together. I think I heard it first from Ross Johnson, one of the, I think, the ESN media guy. I tell people there was a stupid comments somebody made one time. People that will just tweet nonsense, and when I feel it's necessary to respond, I'll respond. Somebody insulted us, Biafrans generally, that we are very stupid. That we just, and I said, in response, I said, look, you guys have been killing us. We've been killed in North. Our businesses burnt. We've been bullied. We've been muzzled. You can't even express yourself, right? But instead of us responding with violence, because some of them feel we are very foolish. Some of them think Biafrans are very foolish. Instead of us responding with violence, so that the anarchy will continue, we responded with sit at home. Something that they never expected. Now they are panicking. Maybe you won't fight. Maybe you won't make better war start, unnecessary war start. No, we're not fighting with you. So we know that the world will know that we're peaceful people. But when the thing gets too much, we have no choice but to retaliate. It's a normal ABC. But we've exhausted, I've said it before several times, and I'm going to repeat it again. We have exhausted every means of diplomatic measures in every realm. Thank God for social media. So nobody talk and say we did not do what we were supposed to do. We've done everything. For them, we say, that we act as if we know everything, that we should humble ourselves. My friend, keep quiet. If you don't have anything positive to contribute or productive to contribute, keep quiet. Talk to your people that are oppressing us. That's why I look, and thank God for some of our Oduduwa brothers. Their eyes have been opened. They are now stuck to the truth. It's very difficult for them, but they had no choice to also talk to their own people. Now the remaining that are still very foolish, they are now abusing their Oduduwa brothers or sisters that are now wiser. Because at the end of the day, we are right. Anybody that is right, anybody that is truthful, you have no choice but to acknowledge, even if without that stupid pride that you have no choice but to acknowledge that we were right. We have been muzzled from all angles, but God still gave us the wisdom to tackle it peacefully, very, very peacefully. Sit at home, please. I thank God for the chairman of I think markets in Lagos State. They've signed it, and we have to talk to our people. So our people know the hear word too. We have to still talk to them. Sit at home is very necessary for our freedom. Our Prime Minister has mentioned the plans, has reviewed some of the plans he has, the Biafra government in exile have for our people. We're going to have underground train. We're going to have very good and affordable means of transportation. If you are a student, transportation will be free. So if you are 50 years old and you never get a degree and you want to go school, use the opportunity, go school, get free transportation. Our elderly people, free medication, and all sorts of all that. If you want to know more, please go to our PM's previous broadcast and get to know some of the plans that they have for our people. But the first thing we've done, thankfully, is to build this, to have a security outfits. Our ESN, our BLA, everything is secure. So nobody, that thing we are going to build, nobody if you just come from nowhere and decide to scatter everything. It's not like before. If you come, you go collect. Nobody comes to kill us, to oppress us and go free. If it happen. That's all I have to say for now. Please, remember, anybody that's telling you sit at home is against you. It's a big lie. How can somebody that is chilling in his house, watching HBO or Netflix, or watching Charles Okocha comedy, eating in his house, relaxing, be a threat to you? That came out, or your people that came out to burn our businesses, that killed our people during the election, and there was no retaliation. They are still telling us that we are the ones that are the aggressors. This is not 1967. These are foolish people who come out and say Ojukwu was the aggressor. Oh, Ojukwu was a foolish man. I don't look at them. I say, look at these people. But they will not come and defend their so-called sage. I don't want to mention his name because I like to avoid that topic.
30 seconds, 30 seconds. You know,
So,
we don't have enough time.
yes, I normally talk short. I'll keep the time. So please, people need to see the truth, and we need to keep talking. Let people understand our point of view and understand that we are being peaceful. We are following every due protocol or due process. Then when we want to get dirty, we'll get dirty. Thank you very much.
I want to say quickly, Emeka don't really talk, but today he talk. Please, next time he talk like this, we should allow him. He's our own boy. He's always don't really talk. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Ifeanyi, you wanted to chip in something before Frank takes the mic, and then we'll wind down.
Let me speak here with them justice. If a BWOC, because he's at 3:35, if they're not coming, because he was not online for a very long time now. If he's not coming, then we don't need to shut down. We'll continue as at the time our Prime Minister will come. But if I speak with him now, if they are coming, then we will shut down. Thank you.
Okay, Ify, thank you.
It's all right. Frank, let's have your 2 coins, 2 minutes. Let's be taking it 2 minutes so everybody can speak.
Okay, thank you, my brother, the good man. Thank you. Biafran Queen, I thank you. The first, my brother Ifeanyi. In fact, everyone on this space, I greet everybody. I will be brief. When I see the blood, I will pass over you. Exodus chapter 12, verse number 13. Our seat at home will be the mark of the blood. When you are inside your house, that is the sign of the blood. And to mind our people, to remind them once again that our seat at home is not targeted on anybody's business. Yes, I say it again. We never target anybody's business, but this is the shortest way to get our freedom from that evil forest. A lot of people have done this in the past, and they see the glory today. Our governors, our politicians, they never love us. Those criminals are still the people that will come out and tell you that our Prime Minister is killing the economy of the Southeast. Then if you are opportune to ask him or ask any of the criminals, the politicians, I see all of them as a criminal. Ask them, for the past decades, that we have never experienced anything sit at home. The economy of the Southeast in general, what are they doing with it? What have they done with it? These criminals generate a serious amount of money from our parks, our motor parks. Those Aburu boys, if they show you the kind of money they go home with every day, you go open mouth. In our markets, they generate very big amount of money on a daily basis. Then ask them, what have they done with it? Is it good road? Is it hospital? It's common light? I promise to be very brief. Muhammad Gandhi of India encouraged his people to sit at home. They did it, and they are enjoying it today. Martin Luther King, the Jr., implemented the same civil disobedience in America, according to history. when he had 200,000 march in the street of is it Alabama or wherever? He did it in 1963, August 28. That day, he made his most popular speech.
Writers of conscience.
Sir?
Writers of conscience are on.
Okay.
All right. My brother, let's give Biafra Val, you have spoken. The Prince, I don't know if you have spoken at all, but
I have not finished speaking.
so we're gonna be
Because of the time, let others just
right
give in
because of the
their
time, so that
information.
others can get their voice heard also, and then we shut down. Please, 1 minute, and please,
Can you?
if you didn't speak, hold on. If you didn't speak, don't worry. We're gonna, as soon as the Biafran writers of conscience finish, we're gonna bring the space back with the same topic, and then those that didn't speak will become priority. So please, bear with us and understand. Go ahead, the Prince. 1 minute.
Please,
All right.
please, the first and the host, please, before we shut the space, in as much as I sent a message to Gloria, but I need to tell us, a good man, the first, and Mecca, and me, and Gloria, please, we will see on the clubhouse after the space, after BWOC space. It's very, 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 very important. Just a brief meeting, very, very important. Please. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead. 1 minute, the Prince,
All right.
before we shut down.
Thank you, everybody. The Queen, I greet you. The Force and all Exodus, I greet all of you. You know, it has
I
been
hope you're not fighting me again, the
no,
Prince.
I'm not fighting my Queen. Now, how can I fight you? It's just that this small misunderstanding, no problem. I can't fight you, my dear. You are my lioness now. I can't fight you, so there's nothing there. Um, I know.
One Wapi also, they gave you, the first and the good mood man can kick anybody out
I
anytime.
know now.
The first. So.
Their hand is already in the kick out now. I know. Sorry, I have nothing to add to what our brothers and sisters have said here already. The only thing I want to say is that, in fact, network have been problem to me, but thank God I finally come up here. What I want to say is that we will keep it hitting it hard. So far, they take our they bring our leaders' case today, and they did not do anything. This sit at home 2 weeks must happen. It must, and we are not going back anywhere. We must have it. Please, anybody that will be our stumbling block on that day will be the person to blame himself. And this, your topic, when I see the blood, sometimes my people, I look at people that read Bible and they will not know what is written in the Bible. Everything about the Bible, Old Testament, is about us. And look at it today. It has already bring out our this thing. So when I was young, I was very small. There is this thing that used to happen every year. They will say that death is passing, that nobody should come out. From morning around 6 a.m., nobody will come out till 6 p.m. People stay at home and that death will pass. You will hear a very big noise from afar and it will pass and nobody will come out. After that, people will start their business. That is exactly what is going to happen. People that come out that time, they know what happens to them. That was then. That is exactly what is going to happen this time. Thank you. I yield the mic.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please, we beg to apologize if you couldn't get the mic while we shut it down. We will definitely come back to pick it up again until whenever we feel we are tired, and then we can undrop it. You know how we do our thing. We will pick it up again. But let's go there and see how much time we can spend there, and then we have our little meeting, and then we will come back. Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. And I don't know how many people. I don't know how many people that have seen the petition going around. I saw it and I signed it. So if you see the petition, I posted it on the Jumbotron. sign it if you haven't signed it already. You know, right now we have about 85,000 people or so that have signed the petition. So please go there, sign, and you know, we know that we don't care. These people don't care about us, but you know, just do it. You know,
Yes.
thank you.
Yes, we have to exhaust all legal means known to man. Of course, we have a right to life. But first of all, because we are the original humans on earth, we are very legal.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
The spirit of Biafra, free Nnamdi Kanu, Kedi Fomelo, Aichibo Wandanyasi, Kedi Fomelo, Wanechire Wanea, Kedi Fomelo, Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, Kedi Fomelo, Kanyi Chetana Kaya Diocha, Kedi Fomelo, Aichibo Wandanyasi, Kedi Fomelo, Wanechire Wanea, Kedi Fomelani, Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, Kedi Fomelo, Kanyi Chetana Kaya Diocha. All the things to do, we could think of what he told us. That we should have ability to reason. They started to create division among us. Hey, take our resources and left us fighting. I'm more your friend than you are. I'm both member than you are. Your friends Biko Chitapa, Abaipa Furunevika. I'm more your friends than you are. I'm both member than you are. Your friends Biko Chitapa, Abaipa Furunevika. Kedi Fomelo, Aichibo Wandanyasi, Kedi Fomelo. Wanechire Wanea, Kedi Fomelo, Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, Kedi Fomelo, Kanyi Chetana Kaya Diocha, Kedi Fomelo, Aichibo Wandanyasi, Kedi Fomelo, Wanechire Wanea, Kedi Fomelo, Onyendu Nebe Anyanachi, Kedi Fomelo, Kanyi Chetana Kaya Diocha, Ofonogu, Koji Ekeje, Arunemeno Bodo Koji Eti Ututu Danyasi, Afufuanata Akwamakobi Wane, Arire Bonumo Biafra Kuyenu, Ode Chichi, Apodo Kwanye Kaji, Anye Nosi Chichi. My people, Kedi Fomelo.